What's up, tryhardologists? Today we're going to be looking at the shredder variant of the Mp40, and as you can see, at medium range right now, it's doing pretty decent, but I'm running out of ammo, so I have to come out and pull my throwing knife out, and I was just hoping for the best, honestly, and right here it seems to have worked out. Pretty solid shot, not gonna lie. And then in this video, we're going to be looking at different plays from mainly the shredder variant of the Mp40. At the end, we're going to have some special things to pick up off the ground if you can, including the bar, and then a sneak peek at the next video I'll be making, which is going to be a banger loadout with the Owen gun, so get your hopes up for that. Right here was a 5-kill game, and we ended up getting out of the gas just in time, and I guess they got stuck in the gas, so we won by default. Not how I want to win, but I mean, I'll take a win where I can get it. Here's a quick little play with the bar that I was talking about. It's you found on the ground, and if you find it, it's one you'll want to pick up. It has some incendiary rounds, and it packs a punch. It shoots a little bit slower, but if you're accurate with it, it will take down enemies super quick. Then I'll just run over there, finish off the guys real quick. They end up having somebody fly in, and it just worked out to be perfect timing. I'm not playing against bots, I promise. These are actual people. And boom, there was a little triple team wipe right there. Over here, we're showing some range on the Mp40 again. As you can see, its recoil pattern's not too bad. It's pretty easy control, but the longer range you will lose to most things unless they're looking the other way, but that doesn't happen very often. Come around the side. I like to finish off with throwing knives, and sometimes I miss, but you know, it happens. Right here, just kind of showing he was a little weakened, but that's showing close range a little bit. Really good close range. You can almost always win fights. Quick gulag kill for you. You know, easy win. Nothing to it. But to get back to the Mp40, what we're looking at is a gun that's really good up close. Medium range, it's not bad at, just because the recoil pattern's so easy to manipulate and control. But long range, you're going to start losing on fights, and I think that's one thing this Warzone update did really well is they made SMGs shoot like SMGs instead of ARs. Before, you could grab the MP5 and shoot for miles and it will be accurate, but I think this game's more accurate with the SMGs as far as their range is concerned. Other than that, you'll mainly want to use this as a secondary to your long-range primary, but even then, I don't know if it's very try-hard worthy in this sense, because there's so many other guns, and you'll see at the end one I'm going to recommend that's just so much better. But as far as SMGs right out of the box, that a variant you can use, this one you'd be able to take out teams with, as you've seen in this video. In this clip, I took out one pretty easily. Its clip I wish was a little bit bigger, because you can only take out one at a time, basically. I think once you start getting more attachments unlocked, this gun is going to become just so powerful. You can make it so it's absolutely zero recoil. I mean, even with this variant, its recoil is pretty low. And as you can see, you can actually take out at least 2 people with one clip. And as far as the meta SMG, if you get the right attachments on this thing, it's going to melt with zero recoil. But we're mainly looking at the shredder variant, and that's what we're using in this game. And I don't think that one is quite meta-worthy, just because there's some problems with the range, and even the recoil on long range is not very good. But I do want to hear from you guys. What attachments would you recommend putting on this once you level it up? I know there's some YouTubers that have made some really good classes of zero recoil and all this, but I want to hear if you guys have any things you're pretty excited about that you have found, and I don't know, that's been working for you. This clip right here shows how it is in medium range. I mean, he has no shields on, but medium range is really good, really viable in that range. And I mean, getting that double kill, you know, that's always got to be good. One thing this gun does have going for it is the speed at which it reloads. It's just fantastic. This gun, the PPSH, I think, is just so fast at shooting, and if you get headshots, it's going to melt. So that's another ground loot. If you pick it up, you want to hold on to that. This one and the bar are the two main ground loots that if you find, you're going to pick up. Here's a cheeky little double kill with the double barrel. You know, can't complain with that. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. And as long as we're talking about other guns, the Burst, that one's a pretty solid weapon. That and the Volkswagen, whatever it is, the gun that starts with a V, that's got some ground loot that's pretty good. Don't just ignore that. Just ignore that throwing knife. I told you I miss a lot of them, so you know. But it's all about the ones you hit. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I've heard that from many of places. And now we're gonna get into the gun I think is gonna change the meta. A lot of people are thinking the Mp40 is the best SMG, but man, this Owen gun, it has range and recoil on the Mp40. And if you combine those two things, it's like you got the Mp40 and you threw it in the pack-a-punch machine, and then out comes the Owen gun. Because up close, this will win every fight against the Mp40, even this variant you find on the ground. But we have a few more plays with the Mp40 Shredder variant, because it is a good gun, don't get me wrong, and for a variant that's pretty easy to come by, you just get it in the battle pass. I'm pretty sure you can use it in Warzone and get wins with it. This gun's not very good. This gun's not very good picked up off the ground, but see how I just picked up the bar? That gun, that's probably the best ground loot you're going to find is this bar variant, because you can easily get double, triple kills with this. Like, this is a quick 2 kills, and they both had full shields. And just see how fast that melts. Like, you can't find better ground loot than this. I imagine this will get nerfed pretty soon, but while you have it, just try and use it because it melts. Here's the Owen gun I set up, and as you can see, just there's no recoil in it. The range on it is just insane. And it just doesn't have range, it also has up close. Like, this guy gets melted within seconds, and it's just, he was full shields, immediately melted. And I think having those incendiary rounds really add. Overall, the Shredder variant of the Mp40, I don't think it's going to be your main weapon you go to. Tryhard check, I give it a 6 out of 10. If you want to see a certain variant, leave a comment down below. Like and subscribe for more, because we're going to be hitting as many variants as we can, and we'll keep you updated on the best guns, best ground loot, and everything.